so some of you guys, anyone not know who MoveU is? Anyone just show up here? 1, cool, 2, 3, awesome, good, great. For those of you guys that do follow us, know me, what burning questions do you want? I already heard a couple from up here. I heard, what's your life like now? Because it's totally fucking different than clinic, but I do swear, okay? If you guys should know from the videos. I don't know if you notice, but sometimes the beep is intentionally off, so the swear word comes followed by a beep. Okay, so what is life like now? How did this whole Instagram thing start? And what was the effect of that on the business? What else do you guys want to know? Because I'm here, right here. The goal of today is after today, my goal for you is each one of you to invest more time shaping your future. Because right now, a lot is like, I got this exam, I got my clinics, I got boards coming up, and I have whatever, right? That's it. It's just like the bubble is like graduation. Right? So my goal today for each one of you is for you guys to be daydreaming, spending your Fridays, after you study, putting a little more time in shaping your future. So what burning questions do you guys have? What do you guys want to know? What's that? Perspective on chiropractic. Awesome. I'll be honest with you guys on that one too. Yo. Okay. Do I practice? No, I don't. I stopped practicing 2 years ago, but I'm actually getting my license back again because I miss it now. I realized I was just really burnt out over it. I was 17 years in this shit. Straight.
17 years?
Yeah, in the year 2000, I was actually started a rehab section on a family clinic in Cortland, Ohio, and I've been in it for 17 years. So I thought I was so over it, but I realized I was just burnt out. I just wanted to create my life rather than have patient schedules dictate how my life is run.
How did you come up with your business idea, your whole idea for your business?
Sweet, that's coming. What else? Scream it out. Yo.
What started your path to creating your audience, before opening up through MoveU?
But you know what? Because that's not directly in the slides, I'll get into that a little bit. So, since 2010, I started putting out YouTube videos once in a while, instructional videos, and I always took interest in the quadratus lumborum muscle. I always liked that muscle. I always thought, back when I was seeing patients, I always felt like there are certain patients that had certain presentations. I found different nodules in the QL, and I was unable to release them with anything, with ART, with Graston, with adjustments. I just didn't feel they went away, and I actually created a tool, which was the first version of Theragun I was doing, except I'm actually going to see those guys after, to help soften that up. And so I made a lot of YouTube videos on the QL, and some of them had a couple 100,000 views. Some of them had 100K. And then Andrew, shirtless dude, he went to a social media. He went to a social media class. Something I had to take my CE hours. I'm dragging him along with me. You're coming too. And he started posting 1 minute Instagram. His time was 15-second Instagram videos, consistently, 5 a week. And we just started growing. And I'll get into why on that, just to help you guys understand. Maybe that's something that you're I believe that people have natural talents. Some of us are good presenters. Some people are really good writers. I have people on the team that are such amazing writers, but they don't talk well in person. But they're amazing writers. And some people are good animators. I just haven't found a line with a skill set. I think people can handle me in 60-second doses. Well, but it just started taking off, and then someone shared one of our videos. At the time, we just started growing, and we had someone on Facebook shared one of our videos, and it had 4 million views. At the time, I was seeing patients, and I called my web developer. I was like, hey, I don't know why she's over here, but she's over here. Hey, I'm put something on our website that says sign up for free low-back online programs. And she put it up, and 600 people signed up for it. I was like, oh shit. First of all, I had no programs. Okay? Let me just be clear with that with you guys. I had no programs. But I realized they wanted it. They wanted that. And I would get frustrated though, because on the YouTube videos and stuff, people were like, how do I do this? And they were in Serbia. I'm like, well, you need to come in for an appointment. like I was angry, but not listening to what they wanted. But we'll get into that a little bit more. Good question. I think, did you have a question too, bud?
Yeah, I had a question. So, tell me straight out the gates, like in December, where should a new chiropractor kind of like invest his time in getting more patients? Like, is it marketing, going out there? Like, how did you start out?
Is that when you graduate? You graduate in December?
Yeah.
Anyone else graduate in December? Coming up? A couple of you guys? Am I correct? Back when I was in school, chiropractic school, there was two options when you graduate. You be an associate or you own a clinic. That's pretty much the two. Does that still stand? Or is there anything else now that you're kind of nodding your head right there? Is there something else that there's kind of
Not that I'm aware
what's that?
Not that I'm aware of.
Those two routes.
You could probably like work for a corporation and go in on a daily basis. So you could get contracted to work for a big corporation, go in a few days a week and treat their patients under their insurance model, where you wouldn't own your own clinic and you wouldn't work for somebody else.
Oh, you'd be an independent contractor route. Like an IC. Okay. So you said in December you graduate, what to do next? Well, I say what I did is I had no plans whatsoever, and then I drove out to California and started to be close to a Titleist Performance Institute. Anyone know TPI? Cool. Yeah, I just started. I took over an existing practice at the time. I went out there to get trained. He threw me the keys and was just like, all right, good luck with this. That's really what happened. I mean, there's the traditional model. It's like, I don't know how many, 50,000, speaking of my own ear, is it 50,000 chiros? I mean, almost everybody's taking the same path. Right? It's like the same path. I know everyone's a little different here. I get that, but it's almost the same. You graduate, you go find patients, you market. I mean, I'd encourage you to, like, your natural skill set. You play instruments? Do you golf? Do you...
Yeah, I like golf, swimming.
Swimming? Is there something you're networked in at other than school right now? Do you play the piano? Are you an animator? Is there shit you did before chiro school? What was that?
Skateboarding, taekwondo.
What's the other one?
Taekwondo.
Taekwondo, skateboarding.
That's about it.
I mean, it's pretty cool to enjoy what you do, and if you're around the people or in the sports that you already like, you'll likely connect more with them anyways, and they'll likely connect more with you. I mean, I'm a golfer. I just go out and golf and just meet people as well, and it makes it more enjoyable. I don't know if I can directly answer that question right now for you. Okay. What else before we get started? I'm going to tailor this. Guys, this is not, by the way, the quality of work you're going to see in this presentation does not reflect upon MoveU in any way, shape, or form. I did this myself. I put this together 2 nights ago. I actually did go out of the way and change the font from Times New Roman to, I forget what this one is, Railway, which is one of our company fonts. So.
What kind of advice would you give someone who's had trouble finding a mentor?
Oh, yeah, that's so freaking important. I don't see the joke in that, but all right. Had trouble. I'm considering my mentors. Because I had like 4 mentors, and I don't know if I wouldn't be where I was without them.
Yeah, like, did you just run into them, like, shadowing them? Did you, like, reach out to them and say, hey, I'd like to, like, have you mentor me? How did you, like, kind of go along the evolution of having a doctor that you like, but you don't really know them, and then suddenly you're like, okay, you're going to lead me into who I'm going to be?
Well, I don't believe I ever asked.
Right.
And I still have to this day. Most of my mentors are business mentors to this point. Mm-hmm. Most of them, I believe, picked up, understood my passion and my dedication to everything they said I would do. And it just naturally, and they started living their life through me, like the way they want to. They enjoy the youthfulness that I have. It's the mistakes I make. They enjoy helping me through those. But maybe you haven't found somebody connected with yet. Maybe you just haven't, you'll connect with them. Mm-hmm. Like, you should know instantly. How far are you along in school?
Halfway.
You're halfway through? Finding a great mentor. I met my mentors the most influential mentors I met at a cabin in Wisconsin. I'm sorry, at a bar in Wisconsin. Owned the business building that I was in, owned the building, and was a patient of mine. One was a patient of mine, those 3, and then a patient of mine's friend.
So while you were in school, you still were kind of like, didn't have somebody that you were like kind of looking up to?
No, the first mentor I felt like I had was Greg Rose from TPI. Anyone, does it ring a bell for anyone? Dr. Greg Rose? Yeah. That was the first one. And he kind of, I was just very persistent with it.
Okay. Because it's like obviously.
I don't think you should tiptoe an eggshell. You need you need to be very persistent.
Because he seems like out of reach for me, right?
Yeah, totally. And here's the thing, like out of reach, and the truth is like now, we have about 11,000, 12,000 messages a month. I can't even tell you how many incoming messages we get of people that want me, right? Want. But the reason why I've got to this level and still going, I feel like I've just started, is because I've had to say no to a lot of those things. Mm-hmm. To keep going. Like if I just turn my attention to these speeches over and over, MoveU wouldn't grow. So I actually have to, unfortunately, decline 90%. So what happens is I decline the first wave of somebody like you who messages me. What's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah, you message me, I ignore you, not intentionally. I'm just like, I feel in my heart I want to help you, but I can't.
Right.
Then the second wave hits, and I'm just like, man, whatever, maybe something. And the third wave hits, and you show up at my office, and at this point, I'm like, this freaking girl is persistent. Yeah. Like, seriously. And then it reminds me of myself, because most people who achieve success, I feel like I'm like one notch up on the rung right now. So I appreciate you guys being here. Most people I look up, that's how they got there. So they respect somebody who's just like, and that's when you get the attention.
So a little bit shameless.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not so much shameless. It's like the value you bring though is like you're gonna bring excitement, enthusiasm. You're gonna bring like I don't know, maybe you bring this. I don't know what else. I'm not sure. But there's like youthfulness and excitement, and it's like every person I know that I want to be around is like takes part of their time to give back. They feel like it's our duty. That's why I'm here. It's my duty. Like I went through school like you guys did. I collected all the debt. I did some dumb things. It took me 17 years. I probably could have got here in 5. So I'm like here to help you guys not make some of the dumb mistakes and drag shit on for years that I did. So in that case, they are going to, those people that you want are naturally going to want to give back for all you guys. You just really have to just, I think there's a social etiquette, there's like a social awareness part where knowing, like you get close, you back up a little bit. There's like a little, right? I got a couple interns that have just been messing me down there in my office all the time. I'm like, all right, you win, just welcome. Does that help?
Yeah.
Does that help you guys with mentors? Because, oh man, dude, mentors are... The best book on mentorship was... Steve Jobs talks a lot about that. He actually did a great commencement speech. I think it was Stanford. But he discussed a lot about mentorships and internships. Oh, here's a way for you guys to get great mentorships. Just volunteer for free. Here's what happens. There's something that happens. When people volunteer for, when I pay somebody, like, because I have like 20, currently we have 20, team is 20. So 20 full-time people on our team, and we expect 30 by the end of the year, and about 65 by the end of next year. And what happens is when somebody's paid full-time or even part-time, myself personally, and everybody I know, you feel like you're doing your job. You're paying them, you're giving value to them, you're providing opportunities, but when they're doing it for free, you always want to give a little bit extra to that person because they're doing it for free. And it's just like a natural reciprocation. And so by getting in there, the place you want to be, offer for 3 months to do whatever, there's always something to be done. But so volunteering for free, because I used to think, oh no, I got to make money. Yeah, but you're losing. The value you get in that short term is huge. So somebody like, do this shit for free. I'm like, I'm not hiring anybody. Someone's like, I'll come work for free for 3 months. Someone just did. I go, fine, come on in. You're now my personal assistant and the office cleaner. And then whatever, it gives you a chance to prove yourself. Cool? Anything else before we get started, I guess? All right. Let's go to the next scroll. Well, I just want to share this with you guys. Because I think in chiro school and being a chiropractor, it's like you guys and myself personally, I felt, this is hard. felt like we're pressured to start a clinic or to be an associate and like, you know, see patients and build a practice. Like that's how my success was gauged on that. And when I compared myself to my friends after I graduated, guys, I never found that much success in clinic life. I never did. I never found it. I never grew a clinic that big. Even my clinic did $500,000 a year. And for me, myself, my level of expectation on myself was nothing. And but my friends are doing like 3-4 million, and I'm like comparing myself, and I'm like beating myself up. I'm like, why am I like lazy? Why am I doing this? And what I learned though is that like that wasn't my path. It wasn't my path. Like that clinic, I just never was motivated enough. I never saw a clinic growing to the size that I felt I was capable of to make an impact on the world. I never felt the clinic could do that, even though I know it can. Like my buddy, you guys know Vinny Rehab, you follow him? Yeah. Dude, like he's taking the clinic route. He's popping them up. I could never do it. I'm gonna take that back. I could have changed nowadays, actually. I think that could, but I wouldn't do clinic, I do something else. But that route though, it wasn't for me. And I kept trying to push down this path that was pressured by school and by my peers. And it led to a lot of frustration, super slow growth. And I'd like disappear into like my hobbies, like spearfishing and golf, and I'd like dating. I'd like disappear into hobbies for satisfaction, not my career. So I go, I'll get into that. I was like, man. But afterward, now my current life, does anyone else just hate waking up at like 6 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, I wake up at 10 a.m. every day. Except for today, because my intern scheduled this at freaking butt crack of dawn, 11 a.m. I'm here. But I wake up at 10, I go to bed at 3 a.m. I'm most creative from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m., so I created my life around that. Howard Stern does not do interviews after 11 a.m. because he loses his juice. What's that? Sorry? We're sorry for Howard Stern? Oh, you were sorry for him? No, my phone went off. Oh, your phone went off. I actually only heard your voice. So you should be sorry for interrupting with the words. You guys can shout out all you want. It's fine. If you want to apologize for no reason whatsoever, go for it. So I've always felt like the clinic life it was like, guys, honestly, after a certain amount of time, I like to spearfish. I like to disappear for a week at a time. Go away to a different country for a week. Go spend a week with my dad. I couldn't do that with the clinic. I couldn't do it. Because here's what happens. You own a clinic, and I'm the only doc. Okay, you can hire other docs. Totally, you can scale it. I just didn't do that. You got to close the clinic down, so you lose thousands, and then you pay thousands for the trip. So it's just like you're getting like 2 in you at once. I mean, which I guess some people like, so maybe it's not the best reference for everyone. Sorry. Just stating facts here, people. Okay? As uncomfortable as it is. Some people do like it. So, last week I just got back. I did a 10-day silent meditation retreat in 29 Palms where I learned Vipassana meditation. Because I've had some challenges with my heart, and I learned to be present with my body, and I learned to gain more awareness of my body sensations. My business ran like a freaking clock when I was gone. It made money, we helped more people, and I felt totally great being gone for 10 days. It's cool. It's like I feel like it's cool to be able to do that. Like you have to fucking create it. Like it doesn't just, even myself being the CEO now, I'm like, there's so much of what I do I don't like, and I like complain about it. Then I go, hold on, Mike, create what you want. Like, what am I doing? I'm like blaming, I'm getting upset with other people for the position I'm in. Meanwhile, I started this damn thing. It's like, put me where I want to be, which is head of production, creative production. That's what I love the most. I love the hands-on stuff. I enjoy speaking with you guys. I miss working with people in small groups. I miss working with people one-on-one. But that fuels the passion to produce. So now we're bringing on an animator on our team, which is really cool. We're actually looking for somebody who, like a biomechanical illustrator. And you guys are actually to create all this production, short stories, animated comedy series, more green screen stuff, just to capture people's attention. I can say the same thing to a patient that you can, but I'll make a bigger impact because it's not what you say, it's what it's surrounded by. It's how you get them to remember it. I said too many at once. You guys are going to remember that stuff. It doesn't, because it's attached to an emotion. If you tell people facts, subluxation can cause rotation and cause, nervousness. There's nothing to it. It's just words. Like, I love putting a punch behind that. People go, whoa, I remember that. So, that's what I do. And I go spearfishing. I'm going to go, I do 4 or 5 trips a year. I'm gone for a week at a time. I disappear. It looks like I keep making content. I'm still on camera every day. I pre-recorded that stuff. I'm out shooting fish, hunting out in freaking Mexico or Fiji somewhere. I still feel a little guilty about that routine. And so, honestly, guys, my current life is guys, we're raising our first round with MoveU, raising on about an $18 million valuation of MoveU after year 3. And I feel that we're just getting started. So we're going to be raising about $3-4 million coming up, ramping up our production, ramping up some technology development, and it's like, honestly, I think I can pretty much buy pretty much most things I ever wanted and afford any trip I want now. It's really awesome. And the truth is that all you guys can do that too. I graduated high school with a 1.7 GPA. I can't believe this Kent State let me in. They got to let 5% of people they let in have to meet these qualifications. That was one.
Where do you want to take MoveU?
Yes, coming up. Good question. We're coming up.
Do you think you'd be where you're at today if it wasn't for social media? Financially and just your overall happiness of your life?
Because it's a good question. I'm going to say that if I were to I would have never even gone into chiropractic if I would have done it all over again. I probably would have got into acting or comedy or something. And pursued that. So I never even would have been. But social media, hands down, was a springboard for us. But I believe I was going to find success anyways. So I don't believe I'd be sitting there eating ho-hos on the couch if it wasn't social media. I believe I would have found another route to get there. But no, that is a hands down. The social media, we got lucky with that video share and our natural growth on there, springboarded everything, just brought in the eyes. 100%. And they don't teach that in school, I'm sure they don't. Yeah.
How did you establish your initial target audience?
No target audience. We just start making videos where I start feeling, I believe I'm speaking the truth from my perspective on life. It's not the truth for everybody, it's what I feel is the truth, and attractive people.
I remember the video that went viral.
You do?
Yes. Your first one. Yes.
This one?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
Dang.
Case study on your digital marketing initiatives in your master's program in 2015.
You did a what?
Case study on your digital marketing initiatives in 2015.
In 2015? We were just getting started then. Reach out next time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Did you already have your team around you to start the business when you started, or did you select and recruit them out?
I had 2 employees. I had Andrew Shirtless, dude. I actually instructed. I was an instructor at Cal State San Marcos, which I taught kinesiology to pre-physical therapy students as a chiropractor. Right? But that was one of the things. In all honesty, I know you guys are invested in this. Who hasn't found, the chiropractic education does not 100% resonate with you at this time? It does not. You're just I'm going through it. My friends are going through it. I committed to it. I'm finishing this damn thing. Hell or high water. I'm still doing it. Is everyone go? Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. I was there. That's 100% where I was. What was the question?
It was about how you built your team, when.
So as I was to get back to in 2012, one of my patients was the dean of kinesiology at Cal State. So I'm grinding away clinic life, and she's like, I'm just grinding away at this shit. I'm supposed to be doing, growing this thing. And she's like, hey, would you be interested in teaching a course at Cal State? I go, yes. She goes, all right, just design it. Well, at the time, I was frustrated. Well, I was like, man, if only PT and Chiro students knew what, because I feel it's I get my bachelor's degree, I don't know, doctorate degree. It's just It's like, sure. It's just like the next step. Well, I do this, and this must be better right here then. So at some point I was like, damn, if I knew what I knew now about like what life was like after Chiro school, I would have made different career paths. So what I decided to do was create a course for pre-physical therapy students. It was called Intro to Manual Therapy Techniques, and it was a course designed to help. It was meant to simulate a day in the life of being a PT. Guys, the truth is I've been working with PTs, acupuncturists, chiros, trainers side by side. We're 89.6% the same. You're in the office, people are coming in, they have a problem and a pain, and they want you to help. It's really, I know we put ourselves somewhat different. This is, okay, it's my own opinion, right? Well, I'm a winner, I'm different. Fuck that. That's all I get. That's not how I see things today, but it's totally fine. Just know everything I tell you is just based on my opinion. My life has been living like through these horse blinders. That's what I see. Okay. What was the question again? So I designed this course to be like this prefix. Like I want to give them a simulated life. But you know what happened the day I started that? I was just fell in love. I was like, oh my God, I do this for free. Like this is like the best teaching at the call. Absolutely. But that's when I felt like I discovered like one of my purposes.
We could probably find you a job here.
Was that? We're gonna wait, man. You think they approve of my language? Really? Yo. I'm not consistent. I'm not organized. Keep going. I bring.
Regular rates of like posts that you make.
Oh, all my team.
Okay.
All my team. Guys, I'm highly disorganized. I'm highly creative type. I don't have a schedule. I completely avoid any type of schedule whatsoever. I say no to almost everything. And I just like to have my day just free. And so I actually fortunately have Andrew, who's my complete counterpart. That dude's been posting. He's a consistent robot. Like, we don't have to beat ourselves up by trying to do shit that we're not good at.
So how do you find your own Andrew?
I actually get attracted to him. So he was a student of mine. That's what we're getting at. Time is back. Okay, it's a big circle here. How do you find your Andrew? Well, hold on, we got. How do you find Andrew here's what I've learned, is that when your vision is so strong about what you believe in, your belief is so fucking strong and your purpose is so on point and powerful, people attract you. They attract, they come in like magnetic. The people who go, I can't find a mentor. Not that this is you right now, or I have a hard time like finding employees, or like what's going on. It's possible. The first place that I would look I would look into like your purpose, your mission, guys, you have to craft it. It doesn't just appear as you're rowing down the river with your friends. Oh no, it's like an idea, and slowly it's shaped. It's like finding a rock and just like buffing at it. Like if I haven't spent 2,000 hours crafting our purpose, 1,000 hours is endless. A lot of edibles. Indica. Okay? Well timed. It does help me a ton. I probably created a third of MoveU just on weed. In the evening, I get super creative and I write it all down. And the next day I look at it, I'm like, that shit is good. You don't have to do that. Steve Jobs, tons of hallucinogens. I mean, The Alchemist, that dude did so many different, I'm not promoting drugs, what I'm saying is like, different things can like give you different perspectives. Oh man, where was I? My current life, animals. Hold on, we had, attract people with the vision. Oh my God, guys, it is magical how much it attracts. You have to craft it. But your vision is your future. That's like going back to the first slide. It's like shaping your future is write that damn thing in a strong, powerful sentence. That's the vision. That's the mission. That's your purpose. The stronger we'll get into MoveU in a second. But the more time you spend creating yourself and what you want, the more people are going to be attracted to that. Because people love purpose. People want to feel part of something. And if you make something strong with purpose, oh, they come to it. Just like I'm attracted to certain, I've always, it's hard. I've never really sat in a box. That's why chiropractic, I was always like, I've never put myself in a box being somebody. I don't like being in a category. Of being like, oh, the only thing I probably relate to is I'm like a free diver, spearfish. I'm like, I can relate with those guys like almost always. But like we work a lot with CrossFit. I'm like, I always walk that line. All right, a little CrossFit over here, and warm-ups over here. I'm not going over there. No. Okay, and let's scroll. Did I answer those? I don't even know what the questions were. So there's a couple great, guys, I'm going to read you 2 great things, okay? These are stuff I wish I knew. And this is so important. I'm going to read you one by Jobs. This is where I get nervous, because I always get excited. Oh, here it is, I found it. Okay. This is from Phil Knight. Anyone read Shoe Dog? Unbelievable book. You like the book? Shoe Dog? This is from Phil Knight, the founder of Nike. I don't know. Probably a guy to aspire to be something like, whether opinion of him or not, whatever it is. He's done a pretty good job. He's made a global impact. He says, hit pause. Think long and hard about how you want to spend your time and who you want to spend it with for the next 40 years. I tell men and women in their mid-20s not to settle for a job, a profession, or even a career. Seek a calling. Even if you don't know what that means, seek it. If you're following your calling, the fatigue will be easier to bear, the disappointments will be fuel, and the highs will be like nothing you've ever felt. That's fucking true. So with this one, when I ask you this one is, how do you wish to spend your time years from now? And hey, when I was in like 3rd trimester, I made a dream. I made like a goal. Like I cut out pictures of magazine about like what my dream was, what I wanted to do, and I lost it for 9 years. I just found it last year, and it was like half of them they like happened. It was crazy. Like that shit. It took me like a whole day to do it. It's interesting. Anyone made it like a good dream? Well, I didn't put like a whole day into this. You put time into it?
Every year.
Yeah, no shit. Really, every year. You know? You made one? How'd you do it? Was it?
Took out magazine.
Magazine.
There's portions, different aspects of
Ah, yeah. Anyone else doing? What does that look like?
A lot more, like 75% of the stuff I made in high school is completed.
Really? You know, I thought about that. I'm like, why? You know, like I look at it like, why are these true? And it's almost like my current belief is that, because I made one of the shows like having a clinic. The clinic looked almost like the one I had. And then showed me on stage in front of like thousands of people, which I kind of do right now, but I did that in 2005. There was no like social media. And so it's almost like, and then I chose like family stuff. I almost feel like every time you're in a decision, like what do I do? It's like the dream log journal, it just provides you like what to do. It goes, on a big stage. Okay, well then I'll just pursue, I'm going to take a speaking class. It just seems like it provides like a definite go-to at a crossroad. Because it's like Jim Carrey writing checks of $500,000, putting them on the ceiling, and him getting that same check. Anyone follow Andy Frisella? Just every guy should follow Andy Frisella. Girls, you can't see. He's just vulgar. You can't. It's for everyone. He's for everyone. But he just said his dream home, it's like he has the exact home now. But that shit is investing time to create your future. You have to create it. And in healthcare, this is my experience in healthcare, guys. This is why I'm like, I fucking left. Because here, okay, I think everyone in here, what's the reason you guys got in or chose chiropractic? Yeah. Help people. Help people? Go for it.
Honestly, I ended up thinking about elimination.
Elimination.
Yeah, I knew I was interested in human body. I knew I didn't want to do medicine and other stuff. I had no idea about chiropractic. I got my first suggestion when I started this program. Yeah.
Okay, so elimination.
Yeah.
You love the human body. This seems like the best fit for what's out there. What else? The girl in the blank.
A little bit of elimination, and also it just seemed, to be honest with you, it seemed convenient for me.
Yeah. Convenient for you.
Yeah, I'm just being honest.
Okay, sure.
Because there are like a lot of people who have had the dream of chiropractic.
Yep.
It wasn't for me when I started, but I actually enjoyed it.
You enjoy it. Yeah. I get the convenient. I worked for a chiropractic clinic for 5 years. I'm like, I kind of know this shit. I'm just going to go there now. And I was in Ohio.
Another chiropractor grew up in his office and just loved how positive all the patients were on their way out and talking about how much they love chiropractors. They didn't have to go get medicine and
Cool.
natural.
Very cool.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Oh, but Brian Lee Chiropractic Center. Brian Lee Chiropractic Center. Anybody see the video?
Oh, yeah, isn't it? The YouTube video?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that got you to do it?
I mean,
It was a catalyst.
Kind of cool, yeah.
Here's what I discovered was that being in healthcare, most people in chiropractic, most of us here are, good people have to help others, like good heart. Healthcare, I've seen it differently, especially regarding pain. The truth is most people come see you because of pain. Unless you establish yourself somehow different, but for the most part, chiropractic pain. And healthcare, and this is a big difference, this is important, is that my view of healthcare is, and if most of you guys take insurance, personal injury, workers' comp, Medicare, Medicaid, this is what you're going to find. This is going to be the push that's going to test your moral compass. Is that they only care about today and what happened in the past. Means like, what's your pain today? Let's get all the tests to find out what has happened to you in the past. Your past, every test is a reflection of your past. Do you agree with that? It's a reflection of your past lifestyle choices, injuries, traumas, everything, up to today. It's the past, the past, the past. In health insurance, when you're out of pain, they stop pain. So you actually have to lie to find new areas to get paid if people aren't in pain. And so I felt that healthcare. So I'm like, chiropractic, okay, you spend $250,000 so you can be licensed to bill health insurance. You can be licensed to adjust people underneath health insurance. And so that's kind of like the abrupt, short answer I have. And it's like, that system itself is like the DMV, in my opinion. It's shitty in every way. It causes the misery and claims. All you do is go to the doctor, how are your soap notes doing? Guys, I haven't touched a soap note in 3 years. Shit. The soap notes. I check my Instagram messages. The burden, the strain that I see health insurance, patient reimbursement put on clinics is such a negative. It tends to bring down the overall morale in a clinic, in a setting, with the doctor. With MoveU, what I believe is different. I believe in human possibility, the ability to overcome, the ability to achieve, the ability that people can fucking fix their shit. Like, by themselves. Like, I believe that. I don't believe they need you guys. For the most part. I believe there are some exceptions to that. I haven't yet, MoveU hasn't yet, I haven't yet figured out how to integrate chiropractic yet, but we are on a path to do so. We can't reveal it yet, though. But we believe in people like being able to overcome shit in their life. So MoveU, we focus on today, tomorrow, and the rest of your life. And what's so important is that, this is what I discovered, most people don't spend much time creating their future. So they live today and they live in the past. With their body pain, they live with their pain now, all their injuries. Guys, if you guys haven't noticed yet, when you tell somebody you're a chiropractor, how old they are, if you're 60, you've got at least 20 minutes of hearing their past story. They love to share it. They want to tell you everything about their story. They love the past. That's all the past. It's all the past. And the truth is, the past has very little to do with the future. So what we help do is this. This is so fucking important. Knowing that most people do not invest time creating their future. They don't do it. And you're not going to be able to successfully do this either until you create your future and achieve that. You're not going to be able to do what I'm going to tell you unless you do this for yourself first. Because this was the big catalyst. This is how myself personally moved from here to here. And I'm going to keep fucking going. You must create the future and achieve it. When you do that, you can now start painting the future of your patients, of people, for them, and that inspires them to take the path. Does that make sense? But you're not going to be able to do it unless you do it first. You're not going to be able to do it. I go to yoga classes, I hear yoga instructors trying to paint the future. I know that they haven't done it themselves. People just know. Just know. One more time. This is one of the reasons why we attracted so many people. And what do we have? I think we have like 12,000 active members right now in our program from 100 countries. And we're just getting started. We haven't even launched the big freaking SpaceX yet. Wait till you see this bitch. One more time. Is that most people dwell their pain, how it's affecting their life today, what led up to it. What led up to it? There's no time into the future, and most doctors don't give them that. It's the focus on the healthcare system shines a light that says relief. Burn the nerve off, cut the disc off, adjust the back, do these things that take away people's pain. It's like trying to take away someone's debt. I have $30,000 in credit card debt. What's going to take it away from me? I used to why 70% of lottery winners just go bankrupt because they didn't earn shit. They didn't earn it. You earn it, you don't earn it, you lose it. Just like my buddy, he goes and does ayahuasca and all this stuff, which is great. I'm cool with that. But I'll do 10-day silent meditation. I earn the shit. I earn that stuff. I'm not losing that stuff. Yeah, I didn't take a drug to make it just happen. I earn that shit. I work 10 days so I'm not going to lose what I earn. Pain is an amazing motivator. It's one of the best motivators on planet Earth. Pain makes people stop in their tracks. Their whole life changes. It is the most beautiful opportunity to guide. It's the most beautiful opportunity to help someone reroute their life to a more positive place through pain. But when you adjust somebody, here's what I discovered. Someone comes in, SI joint stuff, all this thing, I'll do whatever it takes, doc, and I adjust that SI joint, they're better the next day, they're gone. Because you took away their motivation. Took it away from them. Pain is an unbelievable motivator. Instead, now, knowing that pain has started way back when, because it has. People think there's the apparent truth. A car accident did it. It was this chiropractor who adjusted me, hurt my back. I spent all the time sitting. There's the apparent truth about what people believe, because we're humans. We want to attach a belief to something. I have back pain because of this. You guys do not fucking listen to what your patients tell you started their pain. Because it's not true. It's not true. It may have triggered it. If somebody said their pain started 10 years ago in a car accident, and if they knew their body, they'd be able to fix their body. It wouldn't still affect them today. So they don't know how to fix their shit. So now, this is why I use Andrew. I'm like, Andrew, help me. Where was I? Is the pain's a motivator? Is it guiding to somebody? Because here's what people want in their lives. People generally want to be free. They don't want to feel constrained. They want to live free. Like be able to say yes to things. Be able to go snowboarding. Lift their kids. They want to be able to pursue their dreams. Which still exists in everybody, and we believe that everyone's capable of achieving. Period. We believe that with people, and we make sure to paint that future for people. And then when the future's painted, they're now motivated to get there. And whenever the future looks so bright and so reachable, now people are willing to work to get there. But if the future's not painted for them, people aren't working for anything. They're just like, whatever, I'm not going to do this. You must paint the picture for them about what the future is going to be like. But it's not see, here's the thing with the clinic. Oh, I don't want to tell them this because they could sue me, this and that. These are courses that you probably don't get here. Is there leadership training in this school? Guys, ALA, Ascension Leadership Academy, is awesome. Tony Robbins seminars, I've never done them. They have to be awesome. Landmark Forum. Anyone done a Landmark Forum? One? Landmark Forum. Landmark Forum. What was your experience?
My mom actually started with the original program, so I kind of got it growing up. So going to the Landmark, the initial one, I was just like, I already knew everything, so I felt really lucky.
Okay.
But I think it's a really good program to go through.
Landmark Forum's a transformational journey where you dive deep in your past, and you learn to break free from limitations that you didn't even know were there. But that was, you know what I experienced in Landmark when I went 4 or 5 years ago? Is transformation. So what I never learned in chiropractic and what I never saw in practice was a true transformation. Not like, oh, Dr. Mike, he's great. My back pain, I feel so good now. That's not transformation. Transformation is like, have you guys, any of you guys read our testimonials on Trustpilot and read those damn testimonials on Insta? You read those damn things. A transformation is like, this is my life. It was like, I was suffering not only with pain, but I wasn't able to snowboard. I had to say no. I wasn't deadlifting. I couldn't even fuck my girlfriend. I couldn't do any of that stuff. I do the program and I get through it, and now I'm like I'm leading my life. I quit my job. I'm pursuing this. Like that, in my opinion, is a transformation. It means you were in a place and now you're in a whole different place. I never saw that in chiropractic, and I never saw that in practice. I needed to see that in Landmark Forums, and I'm like, holy shit, this is possible. So that's why I consider us a transformational company. But so this is like part of like your thing. You guys are in school, but like I encourage you guys like to go continue. Like you'll pick things out of these little courses that you'll like assemble. Like Leonardo da Vinci. Any of you guys follow that guy in all his book? Here's what that dude did. Because he's like, yeah, he's an artist. That's what he drew. But he would like see insects, he'd draw them. Then he'd create all these like war machines. He actually created the first drawing for a tank. And he created these crazy looking devices, look like human weed whackers. A horse pulls it, just chops off legs. It's like, damn. Then he was one of the first people that got into it because he's one of the first people that cut into human anatomy and started taking it and drawing. And then he started drawing like curtains and shadows. But now what he did was he kind of didn't let society tell him what to do. He moved through his life. He moved towards what his heart or his intuition said to go. If he wanted to do something, he would do it. But what ended up happening was, out of all these random things he did, he's able to spin together the Last Supper. He's able to spin together the, what's his famous painting? What's that? The Mona Lisa. You spin them together. And it attracts people because it's different. Because right now, honestly, most of you guys are the same. You think you're different? Most of you are the same. You graduate, you're mostly the same. Mostly. You got some past shit for chiropractic you're going to try to integrate. But most of the time, you guys are going to do, because you're trained, you're institutionalized in here. You were institutionalized into school to talk a certain way, to be a certain way. You are. I had to break free. It took me 8 years. I'm not institutionalized. Mike Wasilisin. You're institutionalized, like military. If you know something in the military, like after this, you gotta like break free from that shit. You just like there's part of you that I don't know if you were born with or you developed, but like that, I believe is from everybody. I mean, human being that I've studied. I try to read 4 books a month, and every person of success that I've ever read about they've never allowed themselves to be any mold whatsoever. They've had these skills they developed early on. Like myself, I know that I have charisma, and I know that I believe in funny. I'll give you guys the best comment I've ever got. It was from a fan of ours, Jessica Seinfeld, Jerry Seinfeld's wife. Christmas Eve 2017. Well, I was like, is Jerry watching our videos? I love comedy. Jerry's like, he's like, I was like, is Jerry watching our videos by any chance? 2 weeks go by and he says, I got a message from her, says, Jerry's enjoying your videos. He says that guy's funny and clever. I'm like, I got both from fucking the Jerry? I was with my family Christmas, like, this is the best Christmas gift I've ever got. My family's all looking down, oh shit. But no, the truth is not, it's not the bragging, it's to know that like, I've always believed that I enjoyed humor. When I was young, my mom died when I was 12, and I've always used humor to deflect, defer, to engage people. But that thing, integrating that with your skill set in chiropractic, whatever it is for you guys, that's where the fucking magic is for you guys. It's maybe you're an artist naturally. You draw this beautiful anatomy art, like our anatomy artists, you guys. But there's these things that you have in your past right now that you must learn to integrate those into this knowledge that you now have. And it'll not only separate you, but it'll liberate you. It's in there. But you gotta break out institutionalism. All your oaths you're agreeing to, all that stuff. It's good, but it's not who you are. Someone else made all these rules for you. This school made rules and oaths and shit you're agreeing to. They're good. But it's not, you didn't make it, you weren't sitting around that damn table. But what I am? I'm like an outcast, always outsider, rebel on rules and shit. So, my opinion, as always, my opinion. Cool! Yeah, I was asking you guys, so, what current challenges do you guys face? What are those kind of fears or challenges that you guys kind of sit up with at night and ponder through your head? Is that inner voice with the plaid and the red lipstick? Hello? Student debt. Anyone else concerned about student loan? Because all hands should go. Student loan debt. I'll be honest with you guys, I graduated with $220,000 in debt. I have $250,000 in debt right now, and I pay every single month. I pay right now I pay $3,500 a month. I accumulate $1,800 a month in just interest. But see, my path is different right now. My path personally with student debt, I feel good about it. I pay a few grand a month, but what I know is I know MoveU is either going to be acquired in the future, or I know MoveU, I'm going to sell off a part of it for equity. And I'm going to use that big chunk to pay it off. I know I'm going to do that. So I pay everything right now, but it's definitely a huge debt. I personally but my cash is that's what I have to grow the business. I don't want to pay that from loans now. Screw that. If you want your money, you're going to wait because I pay whatever you can. But that student loan is real. And dude, guys, it's huge. It accumulates so much interest. It does. I would suggest everybody just focus on paying the interest, so it'll go up, which is probably $1,000. How much you guys? Everyone takes full loans. What do you owe when you're done? At least 200. At least 200. Because if you choose to be an employee or work somewhere, you likely have a fixed salary, and you have to include that in there. I've never had that. So if you're going to be an independent contractor or an entrepreneur or an owner, you've got a little bit different of a route you can take. Andrew, he wants to pay that off. Andrew's so consistent. He's just I'll pay it off in 10 years. He just does that. But if you're getting in this profession for money, this is the wrong damn profession to get into for money. If you do the math, the average chiro makes $90K, and you subtract 36K of loans off for 10 years, you're making $50,000 a year for 10 years. If you just do the simple math about the average. But I'm never for average, so. There's a quote I always love, is be the 1%. Someone's got to be the 1%. I've ever seen an image, it showed all these businesses, Harley Davidson, Apple, start out of a garage. I remember looking at my team, I was I got Marisol, she's a mother, 2 kids, I got Andrew, herniated disc in his back, and I got myself, why can't we be the garage? We're not even a garage, we're a clinic. It's we're an upgrade. Why can't we do that? Really, it's you can't. You really can't. You can't. There's a great quote, guys, and it's a Gandhi quote. And it's your thoughts. Thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your values. And your values become your destiny. So if you're out somewhere saying, I can't afford that, your thought just turned into your fucking destiny right there. And this is how, with our members in our program, which we care for dear. Anyone in the program? No one? One? Cool. We can tell how much, even right now, One of my goals is to connect with Tiger Woods. He doesn't know he needs me yet. But I hear his words. His words that he chooses, he's had 4 back surgeries. The words he chooses to use about his back are a clear indication of what his destiny is. And unfortunately, it doesn't look good. The words that people use, I have back pain. What you just did is you have it in the past, you have it today, and you have it in the future. You have it, it's yours. Like, guys, the words you choose to use, it is the most simple method I know to help rerouting your future to where you want is by choosing words. You guys have done podcasts over this shit. Go to iTunes podcast. I got some on there on the word. I think it's called like the words you use. But it's such a clear indicator of the level of success someone will have, success someone doesn't have, and also how well your patients are going to do. I have back pain. I have degenerative disc disease. That's why I don't squat. They've attached a label and live by it. It's a lot better to leave your past in the past. I've struggled with back pain in the past, and still do today, Yet, the future's looking bright because I'm now doing X, Y, and Z to get to this place. Just by using those words over and over, and it's a struggle at first. But guys, oh my God, it is unbelievable what it does in the long term for your future and for the success of your clients. Just to help people leave the future a clean piece of paper by not letting past words splatter into the future. I have this, I suffer from this, I can't afford this, there's no way I'm going to do this, I can't do that. Like those words. I can't do this. I haven't been able to do this to date. But then take it from there. And it changes your behavior over time. It's the most simple way I know to reroute your own life and your patients. That clear? That's important, man. Good question? Go.
Do you think it's better to pursue what you think you like? If someone knows what they want to do with their practice, their life, do you think it's better to pursue that, even if it's difficult financially first as soon as you graduate, or become an associate, or kind of go about getting the means to get the funds?
Good question. Good question. Like either just right out the gates, like I know what I'm going to do. Do I find the money? Do I raise the money? Do I do this and do that? Or do I kind of stepping stone it? Knowing what I know now, I'm all in person, I'm all in, and I wouldn't do stepping stone anymore. As much as I would minimize that. Sometimes it's necessary. For some people, what I learned was like when I opened the clinic in 2013, I was really afraid, guys. I was an independent contractor for like 3 years, and I was so like, oh my God, I was like afraid to open the clinic. And the first day I opened the clinic, I had more patients in there, and it was like instantly had made more money than I ever did like day one. I was like, what the hell took me so long? There was like unnecessary fear in there. So, what is the thing you want to do?
End game is to open up, obviously my clinic would have like a 2 million square foot complex with a gym, pool, basketball courts, indoor track, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that when it have patients from the gym to come over with discounted rate, and clients from the gym come to the clinic for the same discounted rate, or blah blah blah.
Got open a gym clinic combo.
Yeah, sports med, bodybuilding, all of them.
There's a place to look into for that. It's called Nakoa Fitness. Take a look at that, NakoaFitness.com. It's a cool little model to look at. You might have some models. My advice, knowing what I know now, is that is going to cost money, right? That's going to cost maybe $750,000 to build that out. So now what you're on is a limited runway where you've got to get that plane off the runway or else it just hits the bunkers and explodes. Where if you take the other route, there's not really much of a runway, but there's also not much pressure. Like some people, I wish I knew how much like I thrive under the pressure, like under the gun. Like it forces me to do something. Like jump in and teach yourself how to swim. If you like that pressure, it's supposed to intimidate you though. Like you guys, we're supposed to feel this like uneasiness in us in these decisions. It means we're alive. It was Arnold Palmer, one of the best golfers. He said he knew his competing days were over when he didn't feel the butterflies on the first tee. And so, meaning that like you're supposed to feel these things. So like you just have to plan runway. Like you just have more planning. You can just pop it up and just do it. I might do that. I know business advisors like, whoa, Mike, all right, let's spend a month putting a plan together. And then we're going to make sure this works. Because my attitude is like, fuck it, go. Jump in, whatever, we'll swim. But you can do just, I would plan your runway. And find, how's your business skills? None? You have somebody? Business advisors, family, friends? Figure that shit out with them. What trimester are you?
2.
Oh, cool. You got time to do it. I say just plan out that runway. What it takes you to get that plan off the ground. Because being an associate's easy. You don't have to do anything. You just graduate. All right, now I get a paycheck. That's cool. Which is fine. You can learn with that. Independent contractors less because you're underneath someone else's roof. They're paying the bills. You're kind of like, collecting. Maybe they get half, you get half or something. So, but when you have your own business, now you got runway. You owe $750,000. You got to get that plane off the ground. Does that help?
Thank you.
Yeah.
My issue is keeping it flying. I was in our program 4 years. I started my own business. I started a training facility. And I had a lot of clients come up to me and ask about specific issues that I didn't make it correct. They learned how to do certain qualifications with that advice. Being able to ask these questions and address these issues. So the business is profitable, everything's going well. I started the business and now I'm no longer there. I'm here. I'm trying to go to a boat where she has where she has
Are you still running? This business is still. What is the business again?
training facility.
A training facility. Where's it at?
This is our, I'm actually just trying to do it
Oh, Julia Glanz? Oh yeah, she's great. So right now, this place is yours. You're running it and getting the education. So is there a question there, a concern with yourself?
So like, me not being there, I'm not able to transfer my presence, my energy to the facility because I'm no longer there.
I get it.
And that's a big part of why the facility is changing.
I get it.
So I'm trying to find a way where like you said, you're able to transfer your product. I'm doing more social media work, but I want to try to set this model where I'm there even though I'm not there. Like, where the system runs based on the things that I've done in the past, maybe it's successful, but I'm not necessarily there.
Are you the visionary of the company? So the visionary, like what I'm learning is I'm actually getting out of this CEO type of thing because I don't like it really at all. But as the visionary, what I've learned is what we can do the best job is the clearer our vision is, and the clearer our values are. The values are how we all decide to live. Like it's how we live. If we make these choices and stick by these principles, we're always going to do the right thing. And the vision is what we're aimed to do. I found that the stronger those are together, and the more freedom I give everybody in our team. I don't rock you, right? I treat everyone like an entrepreneur. Like I give everyone a long leash. The more I do that, the stronger it is, the more my presence is there when I'm not there. That's what I've discovered so far. I'm like 3 years into MoveU. Is that helpful? Yeah. Cool. Yo.
When did it all click for you?
It's coming up. Let's do it. Oh, I am who? Oh yeah, just so you guys know, my name is Michael Wasilisin. You call me Mike, you call me Dr. Mike, whatever. I just go by, I kind of don't know. Just Mike, Dr. whatever you're going. I went to Palmer in Iowa. I got my bachelor from Kent State University in Ohio in psychology, and then a minor in pre-med. And then I went to Palmer, Iowa, and got a doctorate degree and moved out here. And I was out there as a Palmer. I was part of like all sports council stuff. The president of the golf team out there. Yeah. This doesn't. Does anyone want to know why I got in the car? Okay. It's really interesting. I actually used to deliver pizzas at a pizza delivery place. Across the street was chiropractor. Guys, I live in a town of Portland, Ohio. It's like 2,000 people. There's like 5 lights. So my spectrum, so social media, I didn't know what the hell the world was. There was this massive house down the road with Ferraris. I'm like, well, that guy's not from planet Earth. Right? I didn't understand like the possibilities of like being alive. And so I deliver pizzas. I'd always deliver pizzas over there. He'd have a cool house and a cool truck. He always had like some cute girls over there. I was like, this isn't bad. He lived right across the street. I actually got fired for delivering pizzas because they said I was Because honestly, as a guy, the one area I'm weak at is my fucking lack of directional skills. I don't know what happened to me. I feel like I'm good at most areas. This is just like so low. So I just kept getting lost in deliveries, and then I got fired, and I went across the street. The reason I went over there is because and I still today, I experienced a like electrical burn sensation around my T7 off the right. And I was like, let me try chiropractic. And then I started getting it. I went over there for that. And I started getting adjusted for that. And looking in hindsight, guys, no change. No change from it. Maybe like a little day of relief, but that was it. But they got me at my foot in the door of chiropractic. And I started working in his clinic. And then I was 19 years old, but he just let me do whatever the hell I wanted. He taught me, he's like, here's how you shoot x-rays. And I'm like, oh, cool. I don't have to hit the button, just x-rays all white. I'm like, well, I just blasted through that person. And I was like, oh yeah, they use like the lead shields either. And then they're like, the infant was in the room with them. That's not good. That part wasn't true. They had a lead shield on. Okay.
But there's the baby.
So I just, you know, like, I'll never forget the time, guys. I've been afraid of electricity ever since. I had the Tenzing eyes that like electrical stimulator on. That's such a classic story. It's like the edible story. Everyone's got one. Well, that doesn't do anything. Just give me a go to the hospital, right? I'm sitting there. I got like electrical pads. I remember like 8 leads on me, like 2 machines. I like rigged them together. And I'm just like, this thing is just not working. It's like maxed out at level 100. Right? And I'm like, man, it's just like, then I'm like, oh, this wire is loose. What's this do? I just shove it in. Guys, it was like, I felt like, you ever seen Green Mile? Like you pull the thing and rescue people? Guys, I flipped into this like, and I'm like, in my head, my brain was still working. I'm like, I'm going to die because I can't control my muscles. I managed to fall off the table and kick the machine over. And I'm just like, oh my God. So this is shit I was doing when I was 20. I got that out of my system early. We might have lost a few lives in the process, but nothing's been directly linked to me yet. Oh my God! I'll give you guys one more story. So then I'm in clinic, right? I go through. I like run. Then he's like, I decided to run the rehab because I always liked sports, and he just straight chiro, but he believed in like rehab. So he just like set up a rehab clinic. And so I did. I like got a therapy ball and got bands and shit. And I'd run and I get a genie rubber. Remember those things? You can genie rub everybody. Thousands of people just up in the ass, neck, getting them ready. But I really got in a good flow of like bringing patients in and getting them all set up. Like genie rub people, exercise, people flipping off the ball. I'm like, ooh, we shouldn't put broken glass right there. So I learned that shit early. Then I went to Palmer, and honestly, I like looking in hindsight, it was. My opinion of Palmer is just, it was too old school, like a museum. It was just too old school for me. I just didn't, it was, I just felt like the philosophy was jammed in me so hard, kind of like being Catholic was growing up, that I just completely just abandoned everything like that. Just jammed in me so hard that I go, I'm like way over here. I'm going. So that's what I felt Palmer did to me, or I allowed it to happen. So I went to Palmer, but I learned how to adjust well. That's for sure. But guys, my first patient I'll never forget is, do you guys do student patients first and you work on them like normal people, like fuck up each other first and then get that out of your system? So my first real patient was a doctor, he was a chiro, and I'll never forget this, is a high-low table. I'll never forget this. I'm like, all right, Dr. Ackerman, come on in. And he has this high-low, and I never used this thing in my life. So he like lays down, like face down there, and I'm like hitting, there's like all these buttons, and it's like beep, 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 and I hit this button, and this table, guys, I've never seen a table go so high in my life. This table comes up to about here. And at this point, I got piss stains, and I'm like trying to like feel his back. Way up there. Then I'm like, oh, I just hit the buttons again. That's coming down. I'm thinking, then he just stands it up vertical. He's like, is the treatment over? And I'm just like, guys, it looked like I just got done running a marathon in Sahara Desert. I'm just like, so damn hot here. He's like, look, just push on this area. I gotta go. I'm like, oh God. Oh man, guys, so many good memories. Right? But yeah, all the school, you guys know what that is. 9 years of that stuff, 10 years, whatever it is. Yeah, and then it's opened Cali Spine in 2013 was my first clinic. Cali Spine, we focused on low back. Right? I was like, we're going to be the worldwide. I was burning a bunch of paper the other day, old soap notes and shit in my flyer. And the statute of limitations is up on that, I'm not sure. It's close enough for a thing. Hold on a sec here. But that's my first clinic. It still exists today. Dr. Josh Harper runs it. He does chiropractic neurology. It's pretty amazing stuff, chiropractic neurology. They're onto something. Like, they're tapping. I don't think they can explain yet what the hell they're doing, the everyday person, but they're onto something. How many of you guys noticed that one separator that I believe we have is I am very passionate about spending hours of my life every week simplifying complex information. I love doing it. I like making it so an average 7-year-old can understand what I'm saying. I love it. Because I don't think I'm that smart to understand big words anyways. So I just make it really, I like making it simple. It's fun to do that. You know what's really interesting is almost nobody ever asks us for research to back it up. I'm not doing no research. I just simplify something so much. When it's so simple, it appears, when you simplify something so much, it appears like it's always been that way. It's like, of course. When you don't simplify enough, then the research nerds hammer me for where's your research document. But the truth is that researchers wouldn't exist without entrepreneurs leading the way, creating things to research. It takes both. It takes both. So if you guys wait for research to come about to dictate what you do next, you're kind of, I believe you're behind it. Because I believe there's people like us that are putting stuff out that is getting researched. So, but there's value in both, research and not. We're actually bringing a researcher on board real soon to help us put some research behind what we do. But yeah, open Cali Spine was for low back. We help people with low back pain because it was a 150 square foot office. Andrew was my first employee. Andrew's like, I was his receptionist. He made me wear pants. That's what he always said in a polo. But at the time, Andrew herniated a disc in his low back, 10 millimeter herniation, L5S1. I tried to adjust him. I couldn't help him. I was not able to help him. And he went and saw 3 surgeons. Like, they all say knee surgery. He chose not to. And I taught him everything I knew about body movement. And then he freaking is a genius with, like, he's more intelligent than that. Body movement, he's Trump by far right now. And he has a bachelor's degree in kines. He's Trump me with body movement. And I give him that space to do it. But he fixed his body. Like, he did. Like, it took him 3 years. And time, let's go, we'll keep going here. So we saw patients, right? We're building patients, seeing 20, 30 patients a day. We got a system going in the office where I'd come in, I'd do some ART, some grafting, I'd do some drill work on them. Well, I had like the first therapy. We called it a woman patient named it the drill dough, which was a good name. So we seemed like, working, and then Andrew was helping people rehab and like learn how to move. And like that was our system that we had going. And we'd see people would buy sessions, spend $700 for like 8, 10, like $100 a session or something. People would buy maybe 12 at a time or 8 or 6 or something like that. We tried to really get them into some sort of a plan, commit to it. And we had a whole system put together, like this is what you'll be doing every time. You're not coming in 12 times to get adjusted 12 times. You're like progressing. So, yeah, at the time, that's when I started teaching at Cal State. Loved that, so I did that on the side. Cool. How are we doing time, guys? 12:50? Yeah, 35 minutes. I swear, we need a lot of time for questions at the end, too, okay? Yeah, guys, I was trying to start business. I tried to start a beef jerky business. Dr. Mike's jerky. It was delicious. Probably we ate all of our profits. So that didn't work. I actually tried to start an online dating website, app. Because I just wasn't connecting with the clinic. I just felt like it was outside. Like, I'm not meant to be in the clinic. I'm looking for something outside of this. And so I tried like 8, 9 different businesses, and they just kept. Then I was trying to do a naturopathic clinic with chiropractic together. That's when I met one of my mentors, Shane. The dude at the time, perfect time, he came in with what was that diagnosis? It was all you're taught is, well, the pants are too tight, and police officers give the tight belt. Neuralgia, paresthetica. That's all you're taught, right? Is that all you're taught still? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I see him like, are you wearing a belt too tight? Pants too tight? He's like, no. I'm like, well, that's all we were taught. So he just, fortunately, the timing was right. Mentorship. He just sold his business to Cisco for $160 million. And at the time, he took me under his wing. And I was telling all my frustrations. And I remember he said, he goes, "You just haven't connected yet with what you're meant to do." I was like, interesting. I wasn't failing at all these businesses. I just hadn't connected with the one yet. So I was beating myself up hardcore. I was almost afraid to tell anybody else going to start another business because I knew I was going to like just give up with it. He's like, "You haven't connected." I was like, "That's interesting." So that dude kept me underneath his wing. Still today, he's our number one mentor, number one advisor. It's a shame. And guys, I just sucked. It's just like I had it. Like I'm seeing patients 5 days a week. You know, we're there to help people, but in my opinion, at some point, what happened with me is all I was doing is helping people. Where the hell's my life? Where is my life? Weekends, Friday and Saturday, Sundays. I don't want to live like everyone else. Monday through Friday, all you get Saturday, Sunday. It's like, I had it. It's like, I'm just like building insurance and dealing with this shit. I told Andrew, if you don't go to PT school, I'll make sure you're more successful than any PT. I'm looking at him, he's still sticking with me. I'm not. See, he's not progressing. I got nobody that wants to intern. I got patients in the office. I'm like, yeah, I'm frustrated as shit. I'm just like, where's my life? This isn't how I want to live my life. I want to help people. Now I bury myself in helping people. So I was frustrated. I said, that's it. I said, at the time I started understanding online business, my first goal with MoveU. At the time, though, here's where we are on the timeline. For those of you guys that asked, is at this time, we're probably 9 months into making Instagram videos. At the time, I made a couple dozen YouTube videos. Some of them had a couple 100,000 views on them. They've done okay. But our Instagram account now in 2015 is growing. Like we've never paid for a follower. Everything's just all organic. We've never paid money to acquire a customer, ever. We may see some retargeting ads for people that already know us, but that's it. So we're just organically growing. I'm feeling some momentum from this thing. But at the time now, I started surrounding myself with online businesses. Like, what is online business? And some things for you guys interested in online business, I would look into, number one, the MF CEO project. That's Amy Frisella podcast. Look into Pat Flynn. Anyone know Pat Flynn? What is this podcast? Pat Flynn? Come on, someone knows this. Shit. Pat Flynn. Smart Passive Income Podcast. Pat Flynn. Basically, what it is like 300 episodes. I'm Joe. That's actually a girl. I'm Lorraine. I was a high school teacher. My husband Joe was a janitor. And we started making these YouTube videos. Now we make millions of dollars a year. I'm like, what the fuck, if they can do this shit, I can do it. Every episode's like that. And so, I started listening to every one of those, every one. At this point, I'm like, guys, I'm like obsessed now. I'm getting a point of like, all of my focus I've never had in my life is like hardcore hunt. Intense. Insane intense. I went on a spearfishing trip, and I came back, and I'm like, I need to live like this. I'm like, I was gone for 7 days. Great, reading a book. Endurance, Shackleton's Incredible Voyage. Anyone read that? The best book of survival ever told? No? I came back from this trip, I'm like, doing this shit. Like, we're turning this shit around. We're going online. I told the team, 3 people. Next April, we're 100% online. I said April 1st. I sold Callie's mine April 3rd the next year. Crazy how that works out with that. And so that time frame was like, this is not only where, this is where it comes together. Before, I'm helping people, right? Oh yeah, just stretch your shoulder a little bit. Yeah, just do this at home when you have time, this and that. No. This time frame, I gave up fucking everything. From May 2016 to the end of 2017, I said no dating, I said no dinners, no brunches, no fucking family trips, absolutely nothing on earth. I'm making this happen full force. I work in the clinic from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. I go work out from 9 p.m. until 4 a.m. every fucking night for a year. And I was so excited for the weekends because I could work on MoveU all weekend. And it was this like, God, I don't know where it came from. I'm like still seeking to refine that again. But it was just like, this surge of just relentlessness to build what is now MoveU. Like the name, the MoveU, the brand, what do we stand for? We gotta make a program, we got a website to make. What do we do? Webinars, how do we sell this thing? Guys, that's when I got connected with shit that I still, to this day, have a hard time explaining. Like, even confidently saying, they're like, I got in touch, like I felt like energies from the fucking universe. Like I saw it with my eyes. And I've seen it 3 times. But this time frame was, like upon like emergence of this, like 2018, I go, oh damn, that's the route to success. Like that's how you become like ultra successful. Like that's what you do. You got to go that much all in. So here's the difference. I totally get it. I'm like, this is the problem with people who are in pain. They don't go all in. They try to dabble their foot in the water. I'll try this. I'll do the stretch for a little bit. It didn't work. There's no fucking trying. You don't try. You do. You fall, you wake it up, you learn, you fail. It's through experience. It's like through that. I'm like, I get out of this in my sweat. I'm like, holy shit. That's the path. So now what I do, all the shit I learned about body movement, all that stuff that I learned about movement, I don't know more. I'm sure some of you guys know more than I do on movement. But I do feel like I see the full picture of body movement now, the full body. All this shit I learned, I just integrated into the path to success. Because I took it. I'm still on it. But like that's what I believe, and that's what attracts people. They see it then. Because people want that. They want success in some area. I just happen to know this shit about body pain and this. And I'm like, okay, we'll just merge them together. And that's really the path. That's how I learned what it takes. I never went all in with the clinic. I was like, oh yeah, okay, Friday, Saturday, yeah. Like I just never did it. It's just I was going to stay mediocre. So that's like the bold move. It was like the bold all-in move. And it worked. Like, and then when we built MoveU, the program, we're like, yeah, let's go to the next level. Like we're going, yeah, it's the big push. Yeah. That's where I learned. That's good. Yeah, MoveU. Okay. Good. This is our mission. The how to fix your shit and live free from pain company. This is hundreds of hours of drafting. It'll change again in a month. But this is the whole, like, this is where so what we did in 2016, I go, Andrew, like, people are not succeeding in the clinic. Like, succeeding was like, my view of succeeding wasn't like, oh, I feel a little better, my pain's better. Thanks, Dr. Mike. We still have 75-star reviews on Yelp. We're great, right? On paper. But like, I knew that the people who were struggling could do way better, do way more, and wanted more. I knew it. But I didn't believe I could do it in the clinic because I believe the constraints of healthcare were in the way. People would be like, I only get 12 visits. I only get this. They're limited. There kept being pitfalls that got in the way of people hitting the success. Oh, I'm sick of the commute. I can't take the drive as much as it takes. Healthcare is in the way. My kids come to the clinic. I was just like, we need to build something that just eliminates those pitfalls. Like, we need to build the thing that people need. We need to build that thing. Like, I knew what it was. It had to be an online program because that's the only way people could do it enough. Because what I learned with this shit was that, it is like success is 24/7. It's like you must fucking live it, breathe it, to hit that level. And that was the inspiration. And no matter what, whether people just want to live their kid again or go back to playing professional sports, Olympics, whatever it was, you got to take that path for a period of time. You take it for a month, you take it for 10 years. It's going to get you where you want to go. So that's where I was like, people need to be aware and present of their body every second of the day. That's what we ultimately teach. That's what's under everything with the current MoveU technique. Is the epiphany is, wow, I'm aware right now. Like, I'm aware of my pelvic tilt position, my rib position, my blade position, my head position. I'm aware I'm able to shift and move and be present with you guys at the same time. It's an underlying, overseeing, staticky body awareness that exists from the second you wake up until the second you go to sleep. And that's what we teach. And the only way to achieve it is by being persistent and going all in for a period of time. And that's what we made the MoveU program to be. Every day. You got to complete it for 30 days in a row. That's the first goal. There's people in the program that are 800 days in a row right now. Never missed a day. And so, like, the overall goal is we believe that when people are aware of their body and present at all times, they're in confidence, they're in control. And we tend to fear the unknown. Oh my God, my back, what could it be? I already know that they have no idea what's going on in the back. So we teach people, we help people uncover the blind spots in their body and their back, and the shadows that allow them to gain confidence, control, and be aware. that they got it. So my goal was like, everything that I learned in the program we built, I was like, I want to teach everything I know about the body, because I don't give a fuck what happens to me. AC joints, meniscus, I've had it all. I'm fine. No matter, I fix my body out. I know what to do, and I do it. And I'm like, I want every human being to have that skill. And Andrew as well, with herniated disc. How it was put both of our skills into one technique and just help everybody know what we know and more. And so that's what we built. And then we launched in January 2017, and we sold one program for $1,000 the first day, and I was just like, I was so excited. I was like, that's one. That's one. And today, I mean, this month, we'll probably do $280,000 this month, and we're just getting started. Like, we haven't even turned on channels yet. We haven't even launched our app yet. We haven't even turned on marketing channels yet. We haven't done, we're just like, this is all organic. And so, yeah, we just built the thing that people needed. I didn't want to go, because in the clinic, you're like, oh, you're busy, I totally get it. You know, if you could come in once, you're compromising the patients. Meanwhile, you probably know the truth beside the text. That inner voice is like it's always fucking right. The inner voice is always right. And sometimes it takes 3 years for us to acknowledge that. And we go, what the hell? So we built the thing that people needed, and we built a community around it. Because here's what we saw as well with MoveU, is that because of HIPAA, your patients are isolated. When they leave you, there's nobody else. It's you for a week, likely. You guys may have developed some other systems. But the problem, a very successful community, so it's a CrossFit, whatever your view on CrossFit is, I saw a thriving community of people that related around a common purpose, that pushed harder than they would because they were together. That's what I saw. And so I'm like, we need to make a community with those people that they can be like that they can be together as one, working the same goal, they enroll because of pain, they can relate, and now they're working hard for better life. And we created that. In the community right now, our private community, which currently lives on Facebook, we have over 60,000 comments a month right now on that thing. Crazy. And so what it does, though, is it unites people. But you can't do that on healthcare because of HIPAA. So if HIPAA is supposed to protect patients, I saw it being a huge limiting factor, isolating people. That's why I left healthcare. That's why I left it. I didn't feel like I could help people to level underneath that umbrella of DMV healthcare, so I stepped right next to it. I'm like, right. Now I'm outside of healthcare. So that's why I feel that's the only way I felt we could do that. And so the MoveU program naturally grew from, we used to enroll people in webinars, and now it's just a website-driven model. So people go to the website, read testimonials, and move. You get a 6-month membership, a year, or lifetime. And it goes from like $230 to $700. And the high price point we found gets people to do it. They do it. We want people to do it, complete it, and succeed. Those testimonials are what drives me. Like seeing those testimonials, I have my team post those. Part of the reason for me is I see them and I get teary-eyed, and I'm like, it reminds me of what's possible. It reminds me of millions of people out there who are in the position they were in. So it keeps me focused on the big goal. Next slide. Yeah, I went over this one. This is fix your shit. I said it in a video one time. Guys, it's so important as well for you guys. You could have your clinic. You're probably going to put a fancy name on it. Dr. Josh's Rehabilitation Institute. Sounds good to me, my colleagues, and my educational, the words I was taught in education. Fix your shit. It's different. It makes people smile, and it automatically puts accountability right back in their face, instantly. They smile, and they get it. People scream this shit to me every single day. Yo, fix your shit! They love it. And I know it connects people with, like, guys, social media, this world, like, shit is thrown everywhere. You're trying to make a point, trying to sit down and tell your patient about their degenerative this and how you're going to help them. Like, I've discovered it must make an impact on people. You got to give them something to remember. Maybe you just do a little spin. Bah! Just do something like that. Like, you'll remember it, shock them. This is one way we do it, and it works so well. They love it. Fix your shit. You gotta fix your shit. There's no other way around it. It's like in my back, my neck, my shoulder, my kids. You still gotta fix your shit. There's no way around it. I can help you as a power. I can help you, but you have to fix your shit. And this name just stuck. I said it in one video, like 200 people quoted it. I said another one, it's stuck again. And I go, well, let's just fix your shit then. I tried others. I trademarked my come back stronger. Good. Trademark that thing. Yes. Come back stronger. It's trademark. All right, come back stronger. Like fucking crickets, a dust ball. Somebody like sneezing in the back. So it has to resonate. I believe a strong business, it has to, there's like this deep level of resonation within people. Like they feel it. Like they feel it. Like fix your shit, like they want to be part of it. It's taking a lot of businesses to figure, I believe this is a really good one, MoveU, as long as we don't get in our own way, I believe it's going to grow massive. But so fix your shit. It's just it's a connecting with words. Because I write so many things. I have this list of quotes, thousands. I say this randomly in the video. That's the one thing. I never wrote that down in my life. But it's kind of like it's kind of like what life is. Like we don't really know. You know? I don't know if Netflix is going to call us and want a special. I don't know what's going to happen with this. We control our own. We control our own, and you guys should as well. Like a lot of people rely on like hope or good luck or like the big break. This shit's not real. Like if I just waited for a big break, like feels much better and it's much more independent to stay on your own path, to grow it, and if a big break comes, it comes along the way, but you don't need it. You don't need a big break. I think people who want a big break are the same people that try to think their success is going to be on winning the lottery. It's the same shit. Don't do that. Don't do it yourselves. Because it puts you out of control. You're out of control with your future. My break's going to come. No, man. Create it. Just make it happen. It's one of our core values. Make it happen. People go, the lights are out in the studio. Just fix it. Make it happen. Fix your shit. Next slide, please.
I just want to remind you, you have about 10 to 15 minutes.
All right, cool. Magic sauce. I kind of went over that already with you guys. Magic sauce was kind of like what I feel has worked to help you guys. Kind of a combination of my personality, blended with the channel that it worked on, blended with the skills I have and experience. Like, I have the confidence, whether there's, I don't believe the word right and wrong even exists in the world. What's right for something is wrong for something else. So I just have the confidence to say what the hell the challenges are with healthcare, why does it work, why create MoveU, and people with confidence, they just don't argue with it. They just go, okay. But that confidence is from the experience I've had in it. So there was, I did have to go through a lot of failure to get this shit. And you guys just know it's part of it. There was a quote, it was my first business failed with a great big bang. My second business failed, but not as bad. My third business definitely failed. My fourth business almost didn't fail, but still did. My fifth business was PayPal. So it's like, you gotta go through the shit. You guys are gonna fall on your faces and shit, and just like your patients, they're gonna hurt them, they're gonna re-injure their back. All this shit, these are just life principles like supply for pain. It's the same thing.
Almost gave up.
That's the same as an exacerbation, a flare-up. You ran again, you hurt your back. You hurt your back, I get it. You just, as part of life, you got it. What did you learn from it? What's the lesson in there that you learned from that fall? Well, I probably wasn't ready, but yeah, you weren't aware of your body yet, this and that. So you're gonna get up here and come back stronger. Still crickets? Damn it, I'll try again the next time. So, it's the same principles, right? Of just failing a bunch. Next slide. I went over the technique of success. Oh yeah, technique of success in movers is this. Here's what we teach people. We try to break it down into 6 regions of the body. Your feet, your knees, your hips, core, back, shoulders, and neck. And we teach people how to gain awareness and control of each individual area, and then how to combine those areas together until their full body is connected in the present. That's what we teach. But we also teach people as well. And along that journey is people succeeding, people failing, people getting stuck. There's a lot of pain and frustration along that journey. The community motivates people to continue that throughout the process. And their belief in us and the confidence in my words and the way we communicate gives people the confidence they need to continue the journey that's going to be worth it. That's what I believe so far. Could change. I don't know. Cool. Total body awareness. That's it. That's what we teach. The team, yeah, our team right now is, if you guys are interested in business stuff, I think we have a COO, Chief Operating Officer, and a Chief Technology Officer. We decided most of Cairo's PTs, they do not go down the technology route because we don't know what the fuck we're doing. I learned that, but I still continue to do that. Technology, I get sleepy when I learn about it. Meaning technology means how to use artificial intelligence, how to use apps, and how to use different technology that I don't even know how to describe to attract more people, to engage more people, to alert more people, to help more people. Most of us don't do it. Most chiros, PTs, they hit a certain point and they start teaching other doctors about their techniques and practice, kind of like the traditional way, or they start certification courses. It's traditional. There's a reason why they don't go into tech. I'm already too far past that point. I'm in it. I totally get why they don't, but we're heavily invested in our tech right now. You guys haven't seen any of it yet because I've been building for 7 months and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. And but it's like putting money in a horse. We don't know if it's going to work. It could just belly flop. All right, now what? We have 7 people in production. We have video editors, videographers, anatomy artists. We have creatives. So we got myself. We got Andrew. We have general manager in the office. We have people doing our we have people doing our website and doing our ads. And I don't even know my team. Who do we just bring on? We just brought on somebody in sales. He's going to help build our sales. We're building a certification program actually ourselves. So we're investing in that. Our team's, things like 20 right now. Cool.
So if you have the ability to produce content, you recommend buying the necessary equipment that
No, phone. Dude, the iPhone's awesome. Just start. I think most people don't get started because they just think they need all this shit. We started with an iPhone. At the time, it was like iPhone 5. You just need a phone. You just need a phone. I think the quality, I think the most important thing is actually the message, the way it's delivered. But some people don't use it anymore. Moving through just, they just show it. Prehab guys. Yeah. Prehab guys, they do that. And then people talk like us. But just the basic quick guys, you really don't, because you guys, let's be honest. It's all going to suck at first, all right? You don't need all this high quality shitty material, okay? Low quality shitty material is fine stuff. Your content's going to be terrible. Guys, if you look back at our original post, I was so embarrassed by the first, that's actually a quote from the founder of LinkedIn. He says, if you're not embarrassed by your first product, you've launched too late. Okay, cool. Next. Oh yeah, your future. Okay. What do we got? We got the 10 minutes. Guys, my goal today is help inspire you guys to plan your future, to actually make your future happen. You have to put thought into it. You have to think about your future. You can create it. You must create it. You must create it yourself for you. You can't rely on someone else to create your future for you. It's not going to be what you want. And we're in a day and an age, too, there's so many. There's clinic and then there's associate, but guys, there are so many more routes right now. You might want to start in clinic. Sure, well, damn it, I put the schooling and I'm going to freaking clinic it up. But it's just inspiring today. I never thought I was anything really special. I just graduated low GPA. I always barely made it through school. I'm actually retaking mine. I gotta retake part 2, 3, 4 next week. How cool is that? I started studying last night for this is a lot. I took the practice exam. I got a 76%. I go, I aced it. Wow. That was my purpose coming here and sharing with you guys today, because I believe in all you guys. I believe most people fail though because they try to go down a path that's not meant for them. Whether it's trying to get out of their body pain or trying to be successful in a career. They just go down a path that they think that society told them was the one, that school told you to go down, and you don't find success. Because that's what happened to me. It cost me a lot of time. What do you guys want to know? Anything. You guys better ask good, tough questions too. Not favorite color, it's red, but go ahead.
For marketing, for this company that I work for, we've kind of hit a slump. What are your different marketing techniques for Instagram?
Right. Honestly, our marketing techniques have been Instagram, Facebook, and our website. It's just making better content. We found most success with the quality of content we make. Okay. The better the quality, the more people enroll in our programs. We don't spend money on paid ad. We just started to. But it's such a minority. It's a direct correlation of the quality of our content and also the marketing. Here's what we found as well. By advertising to the public the success stories of members in our program, producers, that enrolls more people than anything I could ever say with my mouth. Is that clear? More, from my experience, highlighting success stories through your website, through your Insta, is producing more enrollees than anything I could ever say on my own.
Thank you.
5 years ago, social media in the next 5 years.
That's a good question. I don't even know if I can answer that. I don't even know. I'm building the whole business team up around me to do all that. I just don't know. There's like Stitch, Stritch, Twitch. See, this is obviously I'm disqualified to answer this. But I found it much more challenging to grow on social media today than before. The algorithm changes all the time. And I started to beat myself up over it. I'm like, my content sucks. What am I doing? And meanwhile, it's like they changed it. So once again, though, with social media, though, this is what I know. Just like anything, I don't want to rely on anybody for my income except for me. Meaning that I don't want to rely on Insta or Facebook. So that's why we're creating our own technology and our own website. I don't want to be reliant on someone else for my success.
Have you done any modifications to search engines online, Google, Bing, anything like that? If people looking up rehab things, and if you
No, we just started writing blogs, and we just brought something out 4 or 5 months ago to start doing different keywords to help it pop up on Google. Google's like a number 4 source of traffic right now. We put no ads on Google yet. We've never done ads there yet. I don't think we do anything on Bing right now either. We've been relatively, because we found so much traffic growing with our Insta, so much traffic, it's been overwhelming for our team just to do that. Like, yes, all these goals of opening up other channels, that we have so much with that right there. I built a whole team around just that almost.
Have you taken any production or public speaking courses before? Because it's kind of unique, even the way that you start your videos. It's always like zoomed in, you're included, and then it zooms out to
Totally.
talk. And I thought that was
Yep.
really
So I've done guys, great ones. Dale Carnegie Impact Presentations is a great public speaking course. Totally game changing for me. I have a tendency to talk fast and loud, but that's all the way to the end of the keyboard. It's I've learned to dial back a little. I still catch myself staying over in the space. But Anna and I have done improv comedy before. But I just have my focus level is so shitty. I know that people are scrolling. I gotta get right. I want it to be personal. I want to be talking to you in the video. I need to be right in there. The more distant people are from the camera lens, that's why horizontal videos don't do as well as square images on videos. It's because I believe it's just too distant. I try to get right in there and talk to the person.
Was you say no a lot. Was that something that came natural to you, or is that something that you kind of had to learn how to say no?
Well, because the path that I took of just complete no for 2 years got me to where I am now, and it allowed me to see the path in the future. That no is, I know what I have to do to keep going there. So certain things I have to say no to right now. A lot of giving back is something that I unfortunately say no to a lot of things. Hey, come speak here, come speak there, come do this thing here. And a lot of that I say no to right now because I'm so focused on my production, I'm so focused on leading the team, and it's a challenge right now being CEO as well. I'm you look like Conan O'Brien. He's hey, I'm Conan O'Brien. It's I kind of got a little bit of that, and then I'm also in charge of building the whole set production so I can be here. It's too much. So I'm actually scaling the people in my team to make the production happen so I can do more of this.
How do you leverage data in your marketing platforms?
You ask really technical questions, which are great. How do you leverage data in marketing efforts?
And what was the impact?
Well, the testimonials have been very important. I understand that this is not an area of the business that I kind of just go, yeah, okay, I got 3 people to help me with that one. Daily sales, we track those. It allows us to see what people enroll in what programs, a year, 6 months, or lifetime. It allows us to kind of see which ones work. We've tested that as well. We used to have the programs it was $700. And then one time I tested them. Let's try 6 months and a year and lifetime. And 70% of people sign up for a year. I'm that one, yes, dump it on the website now, drop it. Your technical questions were tough. They're tough for me. I could give you an answer that's going to be sloppy. Okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What's like your daily routine? You know, I know you said you don't really have a schedule, but
I wake up at 10. I go in the office Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I get the office Tuesdays today. My whole team is there, 20 people or so. I go in there. I maybe have a meeting. I meet with people individually because my job is to like help. It's like make sure everyone's path is clear for them to succeed. I meet with everybody individually. I meet with our C-suite, our executives on there, and that's my today. And I usually try to work out about 7 or 8 at night until 10, and then I'll try to get some creative work done until like 1 or 2 a.m. I might be, like right now, I'm studying for that spec exam, that part 2 thing. I spent all weekend trying to developing search tools for our app. I spent all weekend obsessing over that. All weekend. Obsessing over it. And I made a big breakthrough. My next step is I'm actually going to be in charge of all. So that time, at 8 p.m. till 2 a.m. time, is usually reserved for my projects that I'm working on. My next project is going to be a website rebuild. I don't like our new website at all. I was out of it with the production, and I don't think it represents our brand. So that's my next project. But during the day, I don't do well during the day. We usually film videos like once or twice a week. They're like, hey, who's got a lead right now that has a question? Where? Yeah, and I might sometimes we go speak. Maybe weekends I might golf. I like to golf a lot.
is there anything that like keeps you focused? Is there something you do that like if you notice yourself getting knocked back?
Totally, good question. Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like just this year I started reintroducing like a life, a balanced life back in, like golf. And you guys all have to go right now?
Yeah.
You guys do? You can stay afterwards. Guys, any burning questions? You can come up here. You can come up here afterwards. Cool.
Take a selfie.
Let's stay. Yes?
Can we take like a picture? Like a selfie, all of us?
Let's do a picture.
Let's do a picture.
Let's come on up here. We'll post it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.